Good morning. What do I felt compelled to make a video. Oh, fucking tired. I just made a video at like 3:30, so you can tell I'm just banging them out today. AI. AI. AI in blue collar jobs, specifically. Being the fact that most of my technical prowess is in automotive technician work, if you will. I'm starting to think, how could AI affect automotive technicians, right? Because if you listen to the CEO of Ford, there's 6,000, empty bays that techs could be working on cars. How can AI in robotics be automotive field techs? And I don't have an answer for that. I don't, because as a human, right, we can work. Let's put it like this. I want this to be very very concise. Okay, so I'm working on a car. I have to go up to the customer, find out what they think is wrong with the car, or why it's here. Why is your car in front of me right now? Okay, bang. I have why you think the car is here. So now I drive it to confirm or deny whatever you just said. Okay. Now that's two different prompts where a computer and or robot would have to gather information, interpret, execute. But not on a screen. IRL, in real life. Take it, whip it, bang bang. That could work if the state of the art facility that the car is in. So say you brought your car in and you were at a kiosk and you were typing bang bang, okay, I go over bumps and I hear a knock on my right front. Ba 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 ba. Bink, my name is Sean. Bink, call me when it's ready. Okay, so then the car can be on some sort of conveyor belt, right? And it gets pushed to whatever robot is working on said car. It goes over the prompts that you wrote. It has its own preset things that it checks. Then it says, okay, there is a loose component on right front, blah, blah, blah. But here's the thing. Like, it is hard to find front end noises or chassis noises in general, let alone having the customer be right. First and foremost, the customer is almost always wrong. They know that there's a problem. They brought it there. They're at least right about that. There might be a noise. They have no fucking clue where it's coming from. They just know hit brakes, loud noise. That's all they know. Point is, you need so much data to be able to input, interpret, output. That interpret, output, that's the biggest point. Anybody can take information. You write it in your journal, baby. Take down the information. It takes very specific mind and body to interpret and execute. And by interpret and execute, I mean fix the car. Now, what I brought up was a very simple chassis noise in the front. How would a robot come to that conclusion? Now let's go with something even crazier. An intermittent charging problem. You're driving on the highway at 76 miles an hour, and your battery light comes on for 4 minutes, goes off, doesn't happen again for a week, happens again a week later. What is a computer going to do with that? Every single time you bring it in, it's going to test positive. It's going to test perfect. It's working. Unless it so happens to get lucky that it failed while whatever AI program was running it. Or am I so wrapped up in how humans work on things that maybe as the AI is running through all the problems that it could be, that took a second. And then it came to, okay, these are the 5 things that it's 99 out of 100 times it'll be these 5 things. And it could do that within seconds, where it would take me well over an hour to come to all of these conclusions. It took experience to be able to do that kind of thing, like the latter of my career. I wasn't able to just, like, 2 or 3 years into my career, jump in a car, listen for noises, and bang, I got it. That is not the case. Even now, it would take a little bit to figure out. So, and that's one industry. One industry, one car. Now let's go roofing. Roofing, a little bit more cut and dry. Every home has a roof, right? So whether the angles and the materials, a roof is a roof is a roof. So, but it's going to be a matter of how high can the equipment get. How much is the equipment going to cost? Because say you can buy to run a 2-man roofing crew and make real money, like I don't roof. It's not something I do. My brother does. He could tell you, but I know he can do a metal roof on his own, and it take him about 3 days. And he makes decent money. So I'm thinking, well, what could a robot do to go on location? There still needs to be humans, is my point. AI is not that good yet, that it's not going to affect the blue-collar jobs yet. And by blue-collar, I mean using your goddamn phalanges to make money. Using this and these to make money. We are still a little bit better than computers. Now, if you're doing this all day, AI is probably taking your job. I'm very sorry to say that. It is what it is. Now, funny part is, I'm back in the kitchen. MS took me out of the shop, and I'm back in the kitchen. AI can take my job as a cook. We're already seeing it in Asian restaurants with the spinny induction heaters. You can cook your rice and noodles in like 10 seconds flat. That's all robotics. So, different industries are going to be taken over in different times. I'm encouraging my son to go the blue-collar route and to do the most he can with that. And I feel like he's going to have the best route and not have robotics take over his position. That's just my thoughts. Something I was inspired to make this. So, blue-collar all the way. Stop learning to code. That was 10 years ago. If you're learning to code, your job is being taken as we speak. I'm so sorry. Deuces.